want to know who your real friends are? Get skinny. Get skinny, lose weight, get healthy, go to the gym, take your vitamins, do all of the things to become a better person, and watch all of your friends one by one start hating you. And that's a little dramatic. I don't mean all of the people in your life, but the insecure ones, if they see you do well, they are going to hate it. Whether they're doing better than you or they're doing worse than you, it doesn't matter. They're not going to want to see you do well. I don't mean to sound all cynical, but I've been dealing with this my entire life. And it's not necessarily the body that they're jealous of, or your job, or your income, or whatever. It is the fact that you have what it takes to get there. And it is shining a spotlight on them saying, hey, you can do this too, but you're choosing not to. And that is what they hate. People see your potential and it really pisses them off because you need drive, discipline, sacrifice, and hard work to get anything in this life. And they know you have it and you didn't just buy it at the grocery store. So anyways, don't be offended if people start to hate you once you start getting skinny, losing weight, bettering yourself, making more money, whatever that might look like, because it's only human nature. It's natural. Take it as a compliment and keep it moving. But I will say, stay far away from those people who are like that. Don't tell them your business. Don't be all happy to tell them your achievements. Just keep them at arm's length. And like I said, know who your real friends are. And if you don't know who your real friends are, this will tell you. If you want to know
TunaBeats.com.
What's going on, amazing people out there? Hope everyone's doing well today. Welcome back to my channel, My Life Perspective. And I'm so grateful to say that you guys are tuning into my content today. So let's go ahead and get to it, right? When you are elevating, rising up to become a bigger, better, and greater version of yourself, you are going to lose some friends, family members, and supporters. And just like in this clip, just like this young woman just said, it's not everybody, but it's a small circle of people that will support you. You will have more random strangers, random people that don't even know you, that will support you greater than people who have known you your whole life or people who have been around you your whole life. And I can agree and totally attest to everything that she's saying. It's amazing to me how you get some people that are just threatened by the fact that you choose to want a better way and a better life for yourself because you are tired of the old mundane. I can give you an example. You see, we live in a world today where a lot of people are okay with just average, being okay with just the mundane, and being stuck where they're at. They will constantly complain about everything that's going wrong around them. They don't want to make change. They want to stay where they're at because they like the trauma bonding of it. And that's simply just what it comes down to. Whenever you decide to change tunes, though, but whenever you decide to get up and uplift yourself and live a better way and live a better life, somehow you become a problem. Because now you're not sitting in that same circle and you're not trauma bonding over the same issues, over the same lifestyle, over the same drama. Somehow, when people are trying to make a difference, there's something wrong with you, with how you choose to live. You choose to live your city, leave your city where there's nothing going on. There's no opportunity, there's no room for growth, no room for improvement. So you decide, I'm going to get up and I'm going to go seek out a better way and a better life for myself where I can prosper, grow, and live abundantly. Now you're a problem to people who are used to, your presence because now you're not sitting around and moping and groaning like them. I can tell you an example for myself at work. A lot of people love to complain about the job we're in. complain about being stuck in the same old environment. They will talk about what they want to do. They will talk about wanting to make changes of the opportunities that are out there, and won't take 1 ounce of an action to go out and accomplish anything to better their own lives. They will sit back, complain about everything going wrong in the workplace, bad leadership, the job duties, the work requirements, being exploited, doing this and doing that, doing all these different things that they just simply don't like and can't stand and love to complain about. But you can't complain if you're not willing to make a change and make a difference. But yeah, I was that one person that I said, I'm going to go attempt to go do something different. I'm going to go attempt to go change my career, change my life, go somewhere where I think is better. And somehow, for some reason, the attacks of people coming at you. Because you have one group of people that they don't mind being where they're at. But for some reason, because you choose to do different, because I chose a different path, or I chose to go be somewhere different, there's something wrong with me. So now they start attacking you. They start coming at you and what's wrong with you? And they start mistreating you for no reason. They start talking to you a certain way. They start ignoring you, ostracizing you. Saying underlying cutthroat jokes, disrespect. Taking cheap shots at you. Because you choose a different way. Because you choose not to sit around and complain your whole life. Because you want something better. You're choosing to do better. You want better for your life. And I don't get that. So, what I don't understand in our society, is, for whatever reason, we look at successful people and we make it seem like it's wrong to be successful. And I see why people who are successful tend to want to separate themselves from a lot of the average people or people who are below average don't want nothing because you can't be around them. You can't be around people who don't want better for themselves, don't want better in their lives, but yet are constantly wanting to be ones that complain. They want to be the ones that love to complain, talk about how much they hate their life and everything else. This woman just hits it on the head. Whenever you choose to live better, eat better, think better, move on with your life and do better, and just become better, somehow there's something wrong with you. But all it just means is that it's your time to elevate, it's your time to move on. It just means that circle of friends, on the flip side, that circle of friends is just excuse me, that circle of friends and people, they're just not meant for you. That just means you've outgrown where you're at, and that's a good thing. Because as people, we're meant to grow spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally. And all I can say is when it's time to grow, you can't expect to take everybody with you. And I'm okay with that. Because honestly, they won't bring nothing to the table. They won't bring nothing or help you do anything to achieve what you're trying to accomplish. This is why I understand why people are quiet about their goals and things like that. Because you got a lot of people out there today that they get threatened by the fact that you have this ambition to, be successful. How dare you, how dare you have this ambition to want to go be somebody in this world today? Where there's so many opportunities more than ever to be anybody, anything you choose to want to be. I watch all these motivational videos all the time about, saying, why not you? Anything you can think and imagine and see yourself doing, you can manifest and create. Create your own world and reality. But yet, you got people out there today that don't want to be better. And for those people who are aspiring to live and think and act and see themselves, getting and doing better, continue to do that. Go out there and become the best version of you. Because I can tell you right now, the people that are threatened by that or have a problem with you, they're not meant for you. There's a time and place for everything, and it's a lot of times when there's a time for you to move, everything changes. Your friends change. The people that you hang out with change. This is why when you you're in high school, a lot of times you have a lot of friends. But then as you go to college, or you join the military, you join the workforce, you become an entrepreneur, you notice your circles are always small. You don't hang out with the same people because things change, people change. There's a time where you just evolve, and when it's time to grow, you look past people who aren't even who don't even have their own mind set on being successful themselves. So shout out to all you people who are trying to become somebody greater than what you've seen before and pretty much around you. Shout out to all those people who are striving to do greater and to be greater than what you've seen and what you've been shown. I know a lot of times, especially within our community, you have a lot of that. You have a lot of people, a lot of black folks like to say that, oh, it's the white man holding them down when an opportunity presents itself. But as soon as that person takes that opportunity, especially if it's a black man, now you're a coon or sellout, or you're part of the problem. You're not a part of the solution. It's like people expect you just to sit around and complain about everybody that's holding them down. When it's like, no, no one's holding you down. No one's holding you back. Nowadays, it's each other. Within our own community, holding each other back. But we don't want to call out that problem or situation. People are easily threatened. It's crazy to me how people just don't want better for themselves and better for their lives. But hey, if you're okay with the mundane, being great is not for everyone. But this is why the rich separate themselves and choose to live, in a more prosperous environment where things are a lot different, better. I see why they see a completely different reality than what, a lot of people who are, not as rich see, So that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching today. And if you have big goals and you're striving for better, go out there and be great. Don't let nothing stop you. Don't let nobody hold you back. And go out there and pretty much achieve all the success that you can have because you truly deserve it. So, as I like to say, if you're new, please go ahead and leave a comment down below. And if you like my content, please like, share, and subscribe to my content. And as I like to say before, to be informed is not to be woke. Stay conscious, my friends.